Fantastic. First of all, I want to thank all of the pitchers who were here tonight. I think they did a fantastic job. I took away a lot of really interesting facts. First of all, shit will happen. We can't stop everything. And oh, by the way, we can't find enough people to fill all the roles that we need in cybersecurity. How ballsy does it take to be a sales guy to come up and tell you that and try to convince them that you need to buy their services? I thought that was truly impressive by all these folks. It's because of those challenges that they've found the best and the brightest. And you need to lean in and find ways to solve these problems. These problems are real, and we need to find ways to keep ahead of the malicious players that are out there to lean into that. So I have a few minutes to talk about it. I am not a cybersecurity guy. I'm a mechanical engineer by training. I worked in the energy utility business for a long time, and I've recently moved into supporting tech companies with my company, ICTC. Who has heard of ICTC? A very small handful. That means my time here is going to be well spent. We are the Information and Communications Technology Council. We're a nonprofit headquartered in Ottawa, and we are here to help uplift Canada's digital posture across its digital industries. We do that through developing research and policy advice, particularly leaning into the labor market space and understanding where there's gaps and opportunities. I think we heard about a few of those today. And then we turn those ideas into workforce capacity building programs. I have two programs that I want to talk with you about today. Keith, you didn't even turn my time on.
Oh, you're good.
Awesome, so I get the rest of the night then. Fantastic. So we've been around 30 years. As I said, we're headquartered in Ottawa. I'm based here in Calgary, and we have people scattered all the way across Canada. I'm going to go on to the next one. So as I said, there's two programs I want to talk about tonight. The first is our Cybersecurity Training and Work Integrated Learning Program. So we heard, I think it was Scott that talked about 65,000 job postings in cybersecurity that we're not able to keep up with. We also know that approximately 80% of the workforce in cybersecurity are men. So what we're trying to lean into is to get more women to choose cybersecurity as a career. So we are supporting about 150 women across Canada right now that are in third and fourth year of their university education. We are giving them access to 3 Microsoft certificates. We are giving them access to job readiness training. And the thing that I think is one of the coolest things, we're giving them access to a 12-week program meeting an industry mentor so they can understand what it's like to transition from academia to the workforce. And starting in January, we're trying to find work opportunities for them. And if you're interested in hiring, we can give you a subsidy of up to $7,000 for a 4-month work placement. We have 30 students here in Calgary from U of C, but we also have students in Vancouver, Winnipeg, Toronto, and the Atlantic provinces. So geographically, wherever you are, we can probably meet your needs with this program. And if this is interesting for you, we'll make it easy to hire. It's tough, right? You post in on LinkedIn and you get 1,000 job applications. It's tough to go through all those. I can give you 150 curated resumes that'll make it easy for you to select. If you want to pick from a particular school or there's particular attributes, we can narrow that down for you and make it easy for you to hire. And if you want to learn more about the program, there's a QR code up there that'll take you to our landing page, and I'll give you my contact information here in a moment. On to the next one. And just like cybersecurity is the whole concept of cloud technology. Right, everyone is moving off-prem, we're going to cloud. That's driving a lot of new roles that are being required and expanded upon. So we've focused on six over the last 9 months that we've been developing training for, and we're adding a new one. The 6 we've had are cloud engineers, cloud administrators, DevOps specialists, back-end developers, network administrators, database administrators, and we're just adding a new cohort for generative AI specialists. So anyone that's interested in these are mid-career professionals. They all have a minimum of 3 years of experience. Most are 5 to 10 years of industry experience. We're giving them 10 weeks of training. It's a part-time program, 100 to 150 hours. And then coming out the backside, they will have had 4 to 6 customized technical training courses. So we're actually sitting down with every participant in the program to understand what their learning needs are and developing a program fit for their purpose. And we have courses from Microsoft, Amazon, and Coursera. We're supporting that with soft skill development, so as they need to learn how to negotiate and work within a business, we're helping step them up in that space. And if they are looking for work, if they're or underemployed today, we're giving them job readiness training. Now there's two options for this. If you want to train your staff and give them some training in this, I can't say free, but I can call it no-cost scholarship training for your team. I'm not sure how the difference between scholarship and free is, but it's an important issue for someone in my organization. So we can provide training to your team. Our next cohort is starting in January, if you're able to do that and run it on a part-time basis. Or if you are looking for staffing needs, we will again have up to 500 participants in this program. And just like with our cybersecurity program, we can provide a curated list of those resumes. So depending on where you are geographically, depending on what your needs are, whether it's in office or work from home, or which stream of those programs you're interested in, we can fine-tune and find the right person for you. And again, those participants are available for full-time work, part-time work, or if you have a short-term contract. We'd love to see them get some real-life work experience. Lastly, how can I help? I can share information. Contact me if any of this stuff is of interest to you. Give me a buzz. We'll sit down, have a conversation, go through the details of it. I'd love to connect with your hiring leads. They're the ones that know the demands for your company. Put me in touch with them and let's see what we can put together. And if you want, give me your business card and I'll put you on a mailing list and keep you up to date on what we're doing with ICTC. We have a number of programs. These are the ones I wanted to focus on, but there's a few others that we're leaning into, helping employers in Alberta. We're helping newcomers across that are coming to Canada land and find new work opportunities. So if you have a business need, talk to us. We'll see what we can do. We may have a program that can fit it, or we're willing to develop and evolve the next program. So with that, I want to say thank you again to the pitchers that presented their businesses tonight. I think they did a fantastic job. Can we get a round of applause for everybody? And lastly, I don't think we can go without saying thank you to Keith and his team that have pulled on the first of many of these events, and I think that's come across really well. You can tell by the number of people that are here tonight that this is something that the industry and the city needs. So thanks very much, Keith.